Alright guys, so before we get into today's video, I want to address something that's pretty amazing and pretty important. If you guys haven't been following me on Instagram, you really need to follow me on Instagram. You can get an idea of what's going on with the BimRedo before things become videos. I often introduce items that later show up on the channel as channel topics and items and they get installed on the car. You can also see what's going on in the BimRedo before they become videos and just things that I don't include because I'm not really a vlogger. Depending on how you interact with YouTube, whether you use it for your main source of entertainment, whether you use it casually, we've all heard of trending topics. If you type in E36 Pandem or E36 wide body, Rocket Bunny build, anything like that, the BimRedo channel shows up in the first 10 searches, and even more so for Rocket Bunny. The last time I checked, we were #1. So that being said, that's a big deal for the BimRedo channel. We currently have about 5,000 views on the part 1 of this video, but we only have 2,600 subscribers. I want to thank you guys for that, but that's a lot of individuals that are watching and not subscribing. So if you're watching this video, please go down to the comment section down below and just hit that subscribe button. We like to have fun here, and I like to do a lot of DIY and builds a lot like this, and we got a lot more things coming. So because I eventually would love to do YouTube as a part-time or full-time gig, I'm not gonna get there if I don't have the subscribers and I don't have the views. And since I have the views, for the most part, I need the subscribers and I need you guys to go down and do that. So go down there, do it now. So off that soapbox, today is actually my 21st birthday. Okay, it's not my 21st birthday, but today is my birthday, and I wanted to share some of the items that I got for the wide body build. Let me show you what I got. These are my new Bride Lomax seats. I picked these up for myself as a birthday gift for myself and for the car. It's something that we kind of needed already, and the seats that I had in there were great seats. They were leather Recaro seats. I'll probably just be selling those off. I don't really need them anymore. They don't really fit the look that I was going with, the overall fit and finish and the focus of this vehicle. So I will be selling those locally. If you're in the Texas area, Houston area, I will be posting them up probably by the end of next week. Now that being said, these seats are not the authentic Bride. So before you guys just think that, you know, my YouTube channel is just skyrocketing and I can just pay $1,200 per seat, that is not the case. These are replicas. However, they were not cheap either. They were made in Canada, and that's a whole spiel. I'll leave a link down in the description down below, and that kind of explains how there is a difference between authentic and non-authentic and all that. So we'll get into that later, or not. But we're gonna get these in the car. These kind of fit the interior a lot better, the whole fit and finish what I'm doing, and I want to get them in there. So before we can do that, we have some things we have to do to the brackets that I had in the car. So the brackets I had in the car, I got them years ago when a company was actually making them. They ran out of powder coated sets, and they sold me at a discount brackets that are designed for E36 chassis, and I got them at a discount, but I got them in this raw metal form. And I've been running them, and they are aluminum. They haven't rusted. I've had them in the car for about 4 years now, and I feel that having seats that look like these and having brackets that look like this, I just don't want them in the car at the same time. So I was thinking about powder coating them, but I'm going to decide against that, and let me tell you why. I'm going to be running the seat in the fixed mount position, meaning I'm not going to have a slider to go back and forth. Since I'm not carrying my son around in this car, I don't need to be able to really access the rear very easily. So I'm going to hard mount these seats to the brackets, so which means that we can paint them ourselves, prep them, paint them, clear them, and they'll look good enough. They'll look just as good as powder coat, if not better. And since I got to worry about sliders sliding back on them and scratching them up, it should be good. So we're probably not going to get the seats into the car today, but we will begin to paint this bracket here, get the seats mounted to the fixie mounts, and the next video our next 2 videos, we'll get the seats mounted in the car, because I'm really trying to get this car out to paint, because I now have a goal in mind. I want to attend Stance Nation this year in June. So we got, or July, I believe. So we got 2 months to go right now, as of like today's date and some change. 2 months to get the car ready for the show. So we gotta get this thing painted. We gotta get this thing looking nice. So before we run out of daylight, let's go ahead and get this bracket sand it down, prep for paint, paint it up, and get this out in the sun so we can let it bake for a day or 2, and we'll get to the next video for tomorrow. So let's do it. Alright guys, so we got it all sanded down, and this is what we're going to be using to coat it. I love Rust-Oleum's products. They have a lot of like 2-in-1 type deals, and this is no exception. This is meant for metals, bonds of metals and plastic, but this is a semi-gloss black. I'm not really trying to like make it super glossy, but the reason I like this product is because it is a paint and primer in one. So I don't have to bother, you know, mixing this, putting down primer first and spraying it down. I can just basically hit it with a coat or 2 of this. I probably will do maybe 3 coats total, and it should be good to go. And since this is not like an item you're going to see up close very much, this is really just for aesthetics, because the hard mounts I'm putting on these brackets are going to be black themselves, and just didn't want it sitting up next to this aluminum anymore. So I'm going to hit this, I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and hit it with this stuff. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and as you can see, it is now dry. It's dry to the touch, and I went ahead and picked up off camera some matte clear enamel. I didn't want to go with like a glossy clear, because it's something about just the clear out of these containers. You can get a nice glossy finish, but I feel like the matte clear might be a little more durable. That may not be accurate, but it'll look fine, and it'll be nice up against the brackets for the seats. So it's now dry to the touch. I am going to have to do the opposite side, but I'll do that off camera. But now it's time to go ahead and get the brackets assembled on the, well, the side brackets for the bride seats assembled onto the floor bracket, and we can test fit the seat in the car and see how it looks. Look at that. So the brackets are actually semi-gloss, just like I decided to do on the floor black brackets. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. So let's get the rest of these out of here. We're going to go ahead and get this mounted on the driver's side bracket, or the driver's side bride seat, and get it in the car and test fit and see how it looks. This loosely into place. We're not going to cinch it down just yet, but we are going to kind of widen it up as best we can, and we can get the seat kind of placed in here, and before we tighten everything down for the final tighten, we will make sure it seats well in the car, and then we'll pull it out and tighten it down.
Don't like the color, I'll change the shade of it. I'm not afraid of it.
Alright, so they were nice enough to send these bolts, these grade A bolts. They look at their powder coated. These are the ones that are going to mount in the side post of the actual seat. So we'll mount those on the side brackets on the seats and get it mocked up in the car and see how it looks.
I know I'm holding on to this, holding on. I know I'm holding on to this, holding on. Don't let me repeat it. Don't let me repeat it.
Alright guys, so you can see the seat's not in there 100%, but that's because something just crossed my mind. I realized that my full interior is black. As you can see, door panels are black, the back seats are black, dash is black and all that. But the thing that's actually bothering me just ever so slightly is the carpet. Now, it's not the traditional tan or brown carpet. This is actually the chocolate magma carpet from the original magma colored interior. Now, it's one of the more sought after interiors, but it's kind of either you love it or you hate it. And the carpet actually looks a lot better than its counterpart that it actually came with. Fortunately, don't really know if it goes with my overall design, the overall color combination that I'm trying to go with, but it will determine that. And I'll leave a little poll for you guys right here. If you guys want to vote to see if I can do it in black, maybe do it in black, maybe do it brown, maybe do it a darker brown. Don't really know at the moment, but for now, I'm just going to bolt this in here, and we'll determine between now and the next video if we're going to be dyeing these carpets black. Alright guys, so we got the seat installed here, and I must say I'm really liking this seat a lot more than the red one that was in here. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, you know that I had a red bright seat in the car for a short amount of time. It was just a temporary seat while I figured out if I liked this style of seat or not. I recently sold that seat, and that's the reason I was able to pick these seats up to replace them. So all in all, I like this seat. I like the way it feels. It is sitting a little bit high for my taste, but that's the reason we got the adjustable mounts. We can lower it down. We're currently on the highest setting, so should be no big deal, and I can fit in there without any issue. As you know, these are hard mounted, which means there are no sliders to move it back and forth, but that's okay. Anybody sitting in the back seat should only be this wide anyway. So, all in all, guys, that concludes today's video. And if you like today's video, make sure you go down to the comment section down below, leave me a comment, and while you're down there, hit that like button or hit the dislike button, whichever one. If you dislike the video, make sure you especially leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to improve. As you guys know, we just hit 2,600 subscribers, and that's all thanks to you guys. So before you go, make sure you guys stop by the Beamer Dude Automotive Garage. It's currently the best way to support the channel. Well, it's the only way to support the channel, and you guys know that. So thank you guys for watching the Beamer Dude channel, and as always, peace out and Godspeed, guys.